closer to the cloud. So I'm on the normal sound. So this is how I sound. And when I start playing, and then if I sing, and I'm trying to sing with my ukulele. Okay, now if I turn on original sound, see if you could hear any difference, because in music we have to hear some different. I'm doing exactly the same thing. Can you tell? Nod if you hear there is a difference. Okay, so question, which sounded better? This one I just did or the previous one? This one. Okay, now you hear the difference, right? So I've heard, so now if I switch off the original sound and just speak, I just switch it off. Was there any difference when I speak? Nothing. It's only when I play the ukulele there is a difference. Okay, so this setting, the Zoom optimization, it's called original sound. You do it on your Zoom account on the website. Do you all have a Zoom account on the website? I mean, you don't have to pay for Zoom, but so it'll take you step by step what to do. And then once you're in the Zoom app, it will automatically have the blue dot, the blue thing that says original sound by default. And you could switch it off. I switch it off now so I could be talking to you.
But you just got a lower. I can hardly hear you.
When I had the original sound on?
No, right now, you're much lower voice now.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Does anybody else have that experience?
Yeah, same.
Okay, so now I switch on the original sound. How do I sound? Is it louder?
Nothing happened.
Nothing happened? Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Right. So I'm speaking. It's also where I put my.
Oh.
What kind of microphone do you have? I have this microphone.
You disappeared. What happened?
I disappeared?
From my laptop. Yes.
Oh, I don't know.
Wait a minute. Let me see if I can get you back. Where did you go?
Okay.
Goodness
do you
me.
all have speaker view or gallery view?
Gallery.
There you are. There you are.
Okay, so you can see everyone. Okay, great.
I have speaker view.
You have speaker view? Okay.
No, I see everybody, so I must have gallery view. Right.
If I were to click on speaker view, all right, do you still see everyone or do you see just me?
On speaker view?
It doesn't matter, I guess. It's
I just see you and then I see everybody on top.
So if I do this, you see me and everybody else is on top.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and if I do this, you see everybody? No.
I think there might be some confusion about what you were asking and what Anita was answering.
Oh, okay.
I think she thought you said if she's in speaker view, what does she see? Not if when you change to speaker view, does it affect her?
Okay.
I'm guessing that because I know for me, what you do with your views does not affect what I see on my screen, I think. Did anyone else?
Yes, that's right.
Right.
Yeah, okay, that's right. Okay.
What you want to see. Okay.
That's right.
So for every time I record, there are 5 files that I get. One of them is just the shared screen file.
You do seem, your voice does seem kind of quiet, Anne. I think it might be hard for some people to hear you.
Yeah, I can't hear you. I can barely hear you.
Yeah.
What happened here? How does it sound now?
It's still low. When
I think you have to talk like you're projecting to an audience a little bit.
Yeah.
Instead of in a natural voice for everyone to feel, for everyone to hear you. For some reason, it's like dampened.
Okay, I'm just going to do, this is what I'm going to do. I am going to do this. I'm going to do share screen, advanced, music. Nope, that is.
It got better. It just got better.
It just got better?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sharing the computer sound. You're saying this sounds better?
It's louder. It's much louder. Yeah.
Okay. All right. This is interesting because it toggled. How about this? How does it sound now?
Fine,
Same? Okay.
fine, good.
I'm sure a computer sound.
Mhm.
It toggled differently. Okay, all right. Enough with the logistics. Right. So first thing we need to know is what kind of ukulele you have. Can you tell me if I were to ask you what kind of ukulele do you have? What would you
Soprano.
say? Soprano? Okay.
Soprano.
Soprano, good.
I
Johnny?
I don't remember.
I
Sorry, what is it?
have no idea.
You have no idea. Okay, Elise?
No idea.
Okay. Anita?
I don't remember.
Okay. All right. So this is important because it's either soprano, concert, or tenor. And the way you could tell is not by just the look of it, the shape, or anything up here. You actually have to see how far this is from this is the bridge to the nut, okay? So basically this length. Actually, the saddle is on the bridge, so it's a saddle to the nut, this length. So if we were in class, I would have you go meet each other and touch it. So if we know that Katerina has a soprano and I go against yours and mine's a little bit longer, I would think mine is probably a concert, right? It's the next size up, or maybe a tenor. Does anybody have a tenor?
I think I have two. I think I also have tenor.
Great. So if you have the other one, you'll see how big it is,
Yeah.
right? So I suspect, Johnny, yours is a soprano, and I suspect, Elise, yours is a soprano,
I
and
think so.
Anita, I think yours might be a concert.
I don't remember. I know we measured it in class, but I don't remember what it was.
And Nancy, what is yours?
I think it's a soprano. I think it was like
Yeah.
the cheapest.
I think it's a
When
soprano.
you were asking like what kind of ukulele do you have, I was my first answer was the cheapest one.
Right, right. So, so these three kinds of ukuleles, normally we all have high G tuning. So, this is high, and then it goes lower. Whereas the concert and the tenor, the two larger sizes, you could change this string, the G string, so it's a low G, da, da, dee, da, instead of this high, because it's reverse order, right? All right,
Mine is
so
a soprano.
the next thing we're going to do is how to hold it. So I see, Anita, you have a strap. Now you probably find it easier for your strap, instead of holding it like this, is to put your hand in here.
Oh,
Yep, that's it. Okay. So
that's much better.
that's much better, okay? Now, if you don't have a strap, it's fine because you have a small ukulele. You can hold it close to you like a baby, and this is 45-degree angle. So this is fine. You see how I have this anchored here? So my hand is free to move? Yeah, great. And then the left hand, there's two ways of holding your ukulele, your left hand. You could do, yep, like that, the way Nancy has it. Your thumb sticking out and holding it, because this is a very small neck. Yeah, like that. You see how it's cradled? Another way, by doing it this way, there's no space between your palm and here. Another way to do it is to put your thumb in the back like this. You see? It's like right in the middle. And then I hold it here. So there's a lot of space in between. This is the way guitarists do it. Gosh, to maneuver, so you see? So, for example, this is one way. If I put my index finger on the first fret, okay, one way to do it is like this, and my thumb is behind. You see all that space here? The other way I could do it is I just do this grip, and there's no space here. You see that? These are the two ways, okay? Now, the reason I'm telling you this is because sometimes you won't be able to do it like this. You have to be flexible, okay? So let's do a little intro first. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you two kinds of chords, okay? The first one, I call it the Z chord. The Z chord is if you put your fingers, left hand lightly on the ukulele. Okay? I'm going to mute all so you can hear me better. And then if I use my right hand, my nail, okay, and it's kind of the side of it so that my nail goes down. Do you hear that sound? Now, if I hear this, what did I do wrong? My left hand is still on it. I'm pressing too hard. My left hand is pressing too hard. I just want to lightly press on the, so that. Do you hear that? Okay, keep doing this. I'm going to unmute you one by one so I hear that you're doing the right thing, okay? All right, keep doing it.
Can I say something? I'm a little confused by the fact that you're pressing hard would make more noise.
What I mean by that is if you press hard, you make a tone. You make, I don't want to hear that. You hear that? If I press lightly, my left hand is only stopping the strings. Okay? Now, why this is important, I'll show you. It's when you do X's and O's, or hey, Mickey, you're so fine. Okay, you have to be able to do that. And if you press hard, it'll sound like this. I don't want that. I want it to sound like this. Okay, that's called the Z chord. So, okay. All right. Anita. I can't hear you.
No,
Okay. You're pressing a little
I
too
know,
hard.
I know.
You could tell, right?
There it is.
Good, good.
Yeah.
Okay, and use your nail. So, Johnny. Okay, I think you're pressing too hard. Okay, yeah. All right, so, hey, Elise, good. Katerina? Okay, can't hear you very well. Okay. All right, we're gonna do a sound check. All right, Nancy? So everybody, can you hear that everyone is very soft compared to me? And I tell you why. The next thing I need to show you is, now let's use our 4 nails, okay? Our 4 nails, and make sure we whack it, okay? When I say whack it, I mean, watch this. I literally like this. So I want to have a big gesture. I'm far away, and I hit it real fast and hard. Not like this. That's too slow. I want to go. You see that? It might hurt. Okay, let's do a little call and response. So I'm going to do count to 4. I'll do it. And then the next one, you do it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. Okay? So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Okay, yeah, like that. So now everyone, now that you can make a loud sound, keep doing this, and I'm going to unmute each of you. So make sure you're near the microphone so I can hear you. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep doing that. That's hard, isn't it? Okay, let's stop for a bit. So your left hand, it should not be curved. It should be completely flat. Okay, and put your thumb straight in the back. So it's completely flat. I mean, don't do, this one won't work. It has to be in the back, like that, like this. Can you see me? I'm like that. Okay. Yeah, not curved at all. Make sure this is not curved, but it's flat. Yeah, flat. Okay, let's try again. Release.
Oh,
Yeah. So you have the whole week to practice muting it so it's like a percussion. That's good. Okay. Katerina? Yeah, hit it. Good. Okay. Nancy?
Yeah. So I think the thing that threw me off was
Yeah.
like where your thumb was on the back. Mine goes a little higher when my hand is near the top there. Is that okay?
That's okay. Yeah. I mean, it
Because
doesn't have
I
to
think
be
I
all
was
the way
lowering
up
my
there.
thumb to be like yours, and then
Yeah.
that's
Yeah. I mean, yeah, just,
cool.
yeah,
Thanks.
that's right. Good. Good. Okay, Johnny? Yeah, I could hear you now. Anita?
Oops. No, I just had it. Oh. There it
That's
is.
better. Yeah. You want to not hear any noise. Okay, so now let's do the opposite. The opposite, so that's a Z chord. The opposite is the open string chord, which I call the O chord. So you just open it, okay? Open it, and it should be very loud. Let's do the same thing with our 4 nails. See how so if I do it slow motion, it's like this. You know, it's like I hit it. You know, I'm hitting it kind of here, not right here. See this, the strings here are really tight. I'm kind of hitting it right here. This is the sweet spot. The sweet spot on the ukulele is kind of the center of gravity on the ukulele. It's right from where the top of the sound hole is to where the, you know, where the neck starts. There's this little spot here. So I open, I go. All right? Yeah. How loud can you go? Okay? This should be the loudest sound you can make. So keep doing that, and I'm going to go around and
this is not in tune, so it's going to sound horrible.
okay. Okay, great. So we're going to alternate between the Z chord and the open chord, okay? So you might, I mean, you could do this, you know, you could do that. It just needs a little bit of practice. I want to open and I want to close. Open and close. And I don't want to have to do this too much because I basically want to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So let's do it slowly. Let's be really loud. 1, 2, ready, go. Close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open. Now see if you could do close, open like this. Close, open, close, open, close, open. Good. Okay, what we've just done was the loudest drum. Okay, I haven't even shown you how to do tuning yet because tuning takes a little bit of time, so it doesn't matter how you sound. The softest strum is using the flesh of your thumb. Okay? Should be the softest one. See that? Okay? So if you were to do this, you hear a different sound. Okay, so let's do what we just did before. 2 of these, and then 2 open. Okay, ready, and close, open, close, open. This is just the thumb. Okay, so you don't need to hold on to this because Anita, you've got a strap, and the rest of you don't need to hold on because you've got this, you've got a small ukulele and it's like this. You see, I'm not holding on. My hand is free. This is very important, okay? So this is the down strum on the thumb, okay? See if you could do that. Great. Now next one, I like to use your index finger and go down. Just flick it with your index finger. Now using your index finger, you should be able to eventually go fast. Okay, this is why you need to know which fingers you're going to use to strum. Okay, I'm just flicking it. Okay, good. Okay, great. So now we're gonna tune. Let's tune. Okay, I'm gonna mute everyone. All right. Who knows how to tune?
Well, I have a tuner.
You have a tuner. Okay. Does everyone have a tuner? A clip-on tuner? Okay. This, once upon a time we had to tune with our ears. Okay. With this clip-on tuner, we're looking at it and tuning. We don't even use our ears to tune, sadly. Okay. So, who doesn't have a tuner, clip-on tuner?
Mine's in the mail.
Yours in the mail. Okay. So you probably want to use your iPhone or smartphone. Do you have one like an app to tune it? Okay. Shall I say something about tuning, or does anybody want me to say anything about tuning?
I've never been able to figure out where it's supposed to be on the tuner to make it sound right.
Okay, all right. So this is good. So your tuner, they try to, give you everything on the tuner. So typically, like this one, I don't know if you could see this, it's got C or chromatic. Yeah. I think every tuner will have that default chromatic, which means it will go to the next letter or the next note, So this should be the most accurate because it'll tell you where you are. But I think most of us also have G for guitar, V for violin, right? And U for ukulele. And some sophisticated ones will have ukulele C tuning, ukulele D tuning. This one, it just tells me I have ukulele C tuning, which is what I want. Because this chord, this open chord, is called the C6 chord. Okay? In other words, it's got C, E, A, G. That is the definition of a C6 chord. Okay? So that's why it's called C tuning. So if I choose a ukulele C tuning, it would only go to 4 letters. GCEA. Yeah.
GCEA. Yeah.
GCEA. Yeah. So however you want to try to remember. I mean, do you use any acronym? George Clooney eats apples.
Yeah,
Giant cockroaches eat ants. Good children eat apples. All right. So I typically start on the G string, and when you tune it, so whenever I have some music, I have to mute everyone, otherwise it twangs. All right, so the way to do it is not like this. People do that. The way to do it is to use your thumb, your right thumb. Make sure it's straight, okay? And this is called a rest stroke. I do this in my fingerstyle ukulele as opposed to free stroke. What I do is I go like this. I take the G string, okay, and I press on it, and notice what happens to my thumb. Where does it go? It rests or lands on the next string. You see what happens? So if I were to bend my thumb, then it would go like this. It'll flick off, okay? To conserve energy, I'm going to straighten my thumb so it rests on the next string. And this is really cool because I have so much power in the thumb and that I could hear how it is. And it will ring and I could see the green light is on. That means it's in tune, okay? And then so don't keep doing this. I see a lot of people do that. You know, that doesn't work. Just do a strong, okay? And once it's in tune, this is very important. You got to mute it. How do you mute it? Exactly. You can use your left hand to touch it lightly to stop the string. Or you could use your right hand and stop it. You've got to mute it. And now you're ready for the next string. So after George Clooney, George is Clooney, right? C. So now I'm ready to do it again. C. You see how it's resonating? And I see, ooh, it's good. If it's not directly on top or on the, then I would have to adjust this, okay? And you have to really look because not all ukuleles come, you know, in the correct direction. But these two should be in the opposite direction as these two on the other side. You know, it should be sort of, you could tell. That's how it should be, but it's not always like that. Yeah, yours is like that, Nancy. That's good. I can't tell. I can't see very well the others. I think, Elise, I think yours look like they're all right. Yeah, yeah. Looks like you're right. So just do the opposite. And then once I'm done, I mute it and I go to the next one. Oops. You see, I don't know if you could see this, but I went like this and it's wobbly a little bit. So that means I need to adjust it to make sure it doesn't wobble. Mute it. That's the E string. And the last one. Yeah. So actually, you hear this. So Johnny, even if you don't have your app, you know, you could hear. So this is a G. All right. Does it sound like that? Okay. Katarina, yours is already tuned. Okay. Elise, you're tuning. Okay. Normally what I would do is I would keep turning it because there's a tendency for it to go flat. So I would keep turning it until as much as I can before it goes to the right hand side, before it goes too sharp. See, I'm still turning it. Okay. That's too much. Okay, there you go. Yeah, I find it easier to use my right hand to stop the string. That way my left hand is busy tuning. Yeah. So let me hear each of you how yours sound. All right, who's ready? Okay, all right, well, let's have Nancy. Oh, you have to unmute yourself. Oh, wait, let me do this. I unmute all, then I mute each of you, then you, and then
I I can't hear you anymore.
I unmuted myself, sorry. I muted myself. Okay, Nancy, let me hear yours. Ooh, wait a minute. Do it again. Okay, good. Great. Good. So this is recorded so you could hear how you sound afterwards. All right, let's mute you. All right. Who's next? Katerina? All right. Okay. It's really hard to hear everyone. I'm going to ask you to pluck one, stop it, pluck the next one, stop it. You could stop it with your thumb or your left hand, okay? Go ahead and start again. Great. Thank you. Thank you, Katerina. Elise? Okay. It sounds like maybe your E string isn't quite. Oh, no, your E, your second. Can you do it again? Do you hear the difference? It needs to be a little bit higher. By the way, if yours is a new ukulele, almost as soon as you tune it, it's going to go out of tune. So the only way to get it in tune is literally you have to take it out every day and play on it. Okay, so next week I could tell who's been practicing. All right, okay, thanks. Yeah. So Anita, let me hear you.
Wait a minute.
Very good, very good. Okay, Johnny.
Oh, sorry. I'm in the process of tuning.
Oh,
I
you're
just
in the
downloaded
process
the app.
of tuning. Okay. Has anybody gone out of tune already? Katerina, no, it's not out of tune yet. It's only when it's when you play it. All right. Are you ready, Johnny?
Not yet. I did just downloaded the app. So
Oh, you're on the app. Okay.
yeah, yeah.
All right. So, okay. So so let's practice hearing each other. I would go. You see that? Or, so like this, I literally have my hand here. My thumb is straight. Oops. The last one is called a free stroke because I can't land it on anything. Or I could do this. You see what I did? Two ways of doing it. One way, the second way, I used my thumb and I went. Stop it. Okay. The other way is I just went like this. Stop it. Okay. All right. Are you ready, Johnny? Are you?
Not yet. Sorry.
Not yet. Okay. All right. So now that we have this, we've tuned it. I'm gonna show you how I call out chords. We could start playing chords. We'll have our first song. We'll do our first song, maybe even a second song. So this is your first finger, second finger, third finger, fourth finger on the left hand, okay? So 90% of the time in our class, when you have to press the fret, this is the 0th fret up here, okay? 0, Also open, that means you don't press anything because this thing called the nut, it acts like a capo. It's pressing it for you, okay? So the first fret is here. So it's here. So you use your index finger. So use the same finger number as the fret number, okay? This is the second, third. So if I say, I'm going to give you 4 numbers. Each number corresponds to the fret that you're supposed to press according to the order of GCEA, okay? So if I say, play me the chord that's represented by 0, 0, 0, 0. Can you play it for me? Exactly. It's almost like I press up here, 0th fret, or I don't do anything, right? Now I'm going to ask you, play me 0, 0, 0, 1. What do you do? Very good, Anita. Yes, Elise. Yes, you all got it. Very straightforward, right? 0, 0, 0, 1. How about 0, 0, 0, 2? Which finger do you use? 0, 0, 0, 2. Use your middle finger because this is your second finger. It's right here. So Elise, what you just did, you are giving me 0, 0, 1, 0. I want 0, 0, 0, 2. So don't do anything on the G string. Don't do anything on the C string. Don't do anything on the E string. But on the A string, the final string, use your middle finger on the second fret. That's right, 0, 0, 0, 2. Very good. How about 0, 0, 0, 3? How would you do that? Okay, great. So let's play a little tune. We're just going to down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. We're going to go from 0, 0, 0, 3, which is also known as the C chord, down to 0, 0, 0, 2, which is the C major 7th chord, and then 0, 0, 0, 1, which is C7. So we're going to go like this. We're going to walk up and down like this, okay? So I'm going to do this. Down, 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 down. Yeah, I could use my thumb, make it really soft, make sure you hear everything. I'm almost caressing it, almost touching the, see how I'm almost pressing on it. This is, I love this stroke because it's like I'm caressing on it. Okay, so I could do, let's do the loud one. Great, that's the loudest. Okay, let's do 2010. 2. The first number I call is what is the fret that you're supposed to press on the G string. If I say 2, where's the G string? It's the one closest to your face, right? And if I say 2, it's which fret? It's the 2nd fret, which means which finger do you use? Anita, you're right. Middle finger. Good. Johnny, yep. 2, 0, which means I don't press anything on the next string, but the one after that, I want to do a 1. 2, 0, 1, 0, which means the last string, I don't press anything. So it should look like this. Yes, Nancy.
I just need to confess that I'm not following the logic. Like I can imitate what your hand is doing, but I'm not understanding the logic. My brain is not processing it.
That's okay. I'll explain. Okay, so I give you four numbers. Each number represents the fret you're supposed to press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. It's the fret you're supposed to press on that string. And the four numbers match GCEA strings in that order. So the first number I call out is the fret you press on the G string, the string closest to you. The G, no, this is the G string, the string that's closest to your nose. The George Clooney, yeah, this is the G string. Right, so if I say 2, you know this fret has to be pressed, but you have to use the correct finger. Now this is very important because if you don't use the correct finger, you change your finger all the time, you will not be able to switch chords quickly. Okay, when you're more advanced, you could say, you know, I want to use my pinky, you know, right? But we're not there yet. So, okay, so 2. The next number I call is the fret you press for the C string. But if I say 0, that means I don't press anything, right? So the third number I call is the fret. So far I have 2, 0. 2, 0. Now I say 1, which is the first fret on your, which string is that? It's your E string. Okay, so 1 means use your index finger on your E string. No, that's your A string. Yeah, that's right. And the last one is 0, 2, 0, 1, 0. Okay, the reason I'm using this method is because I don't have to show you the diagram and you could focus on me, but also later on when you want to read tabs, you know, this translates directly to tabs and you could go finger picking. So it's really cool, okay? So let's play this, and every single time you come to a new chord, you really have to play every single one at a time. Okay? So let me hear you play that. Johnny?
Yeah. Still needs to be tuned, but.
Slowly. Okay. That sounds like your index finger isn't pressed hard enough. It's merely muting it, you know? So you have to press hard enough. So the way to do it is you have to tilt your hand. So not like perpendicular to your ukulele, but tilt it like that. Okay. So good. Okay, when it's, yeah. Anita?
So you're asking to play this.
Yeah, make sure you press the index finger on the first fret.
Oh, 2.
Yeah.
So you're asking for 2.
Yes, 2, 0, 1, 0.
Whoop.
Okay, did you put your index finger on the E string? Oops.
My index finger on here, on 1.
No, on the E string.
Oh, no
First
wonder
fret.
it sounds so terrible. Okay, all right.
Wow. So Elise, I'm sorry about that. So you left for a moment and then you had to be admitted in?
My Wi-Fi cut out and I didn't realize that, so then I had to go like reconnect it, and then but I think because it's a private meeting I have to like be let in. I'm not really sure though.
Oh, okay. I'll tell you what, next time I'm gonna disable the waiting room, so you just come in immediately. Yeah.
Okay.
Great. So who's
That's better.
next? Who haven't heard? Katerina, would you play? Very nice. Okay. And Nancy, did I hear you? Okay. Okay, good, good. All right. And Elise,
What am I supposed to do? I'm sorry, I missed it.
2010. So put your middle finger on the second fret of your G string. G string is the one closest to you, yes? And then put your index finger on the first fret of your E string. So, yeah. So you have two fingers there. Watch like this. Yeah. Can you do one at a time? I mean, one string at a time so it sounds like this.
Oh,
Yeah, you have to put your index finger on the first fret. Right there. Okay. Yeah. So, all right. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you all a handout of these chords we just did. We did like 6 chords today. The Z chord, the O chord, or the C6 or A minor 7th chord. We did the C major chord, the C major 7, the C7, and then we did the F chord, okay? And I was going to have us do Farajaka, but since I showed you how to do the F chord and the C7 chord, just these 2 chords, you could sing almost any nursery rhyme, as well as You Never Can Tell, as well as Tom Dooley, all the 2 chord songs you could do. For instance, hang down your head, Tom Dooley, right? Hang down your head and cry. Okay? Or, oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine, da 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 da. Okay? Just use your ears. If it's like, oh no. So what I wanted to do is to do let's just do one more. This is a bit long. No. We're till 9:15. We have 15 minutes. Sorry. 10 more minutes. I was wrong. All right. Sorry, we're till 4:15. 4:15. Okay. Let's do Skip to My Lou. Okay? Let's do the F chord. Just use your let's do soft. Use your thumb. Ready, and skip, skip, skip to my Lou. Watch, C7. I move over here. Skip, skip, skip to my Lou. Back to F. Skip, skip, skip to my Lou. Back to C7. Skip to my Lou. My. Back to F. Darling. That's your first song. Isn't that cool? You can tell we have to change chords, right? Because if we don't, I mean, let's try it again. Skip, skip, skip to my Lou. Skip, skip. Doesn't work, does it? So music is about listening. Okay? Now let's try different finger to do that. Use your index finger. My Lou, change, skip, skip, skip to my Lou, back, skip, skip, skip to my Lou, skip to my Lou, my darling. Okay, so this motion of F chord, and I lean back to play the C7 chord. You see what I'm doing? I'm going like this, and I'm rotating. So the way I'm doing this position, I put my finger in the back like that, so there's a lot of space here. I could have done the other way. I could have done this. It's harder. I don't know. It's possible to do it. I have less grip, I find, if I put my thumb here. So you just have to experiment, get to know your hand. Your hand might hurt initially, so just shake it out. So you're probably out of tune. I bet Johnny, yours is out of tune. Elise, I bet your ukulele is out of tune already. So you have to stop and tune it, which is nice. Give it a break. Nancy, seems like your ukulele probably isn't out of tune, right? Because you're like enjoying the sound of it. Anita, is yours out of tune? And I think it's holding.
Yeah.
Good. You want to get to that stage where your ukulele has stabilized. Yeah. Can you tell when it's out of tune? You can tell, right? Okay. Let's do another song. So we're going to do all these funky songs. The Wheels on the Bus. It's the same thing. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round. Can you tell I need to change? The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. Doesn't work, does it? I have to change. So I'll tell you when I'm changing. I'm gonna move, right? I'm gonna go like this. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town. Okay, good. All right, what's another one? There's other ones. Gosh. Put your right foot out, put your right foot in. Da, da, da. Shake it all around. Do the hokey pokey. Da, da, da. That's what it's all about. Okay. Basically songs that you know. I'll give you a list. All right. So let's get used to doing this. Now I'm going to show you another sequence. We're going to start on the C. Okay. And then the F. Actually, before we get to the F, I'm going to teach you one more chord. It's the A minor chord, which is 2-0-0-0. Can you play me 2-0-0-0? All right. So when you first play this chord, make sure it sound like this. Okay? If it sounds like this, what's wrong with this? What happened there? That means my middle finger isn't pressing hard enough, and I'm accidentally pressing on the C string, which I shouldn't. I have to, it should be only on the G string and not like this. Okay? So let me hear how you all sound. Go ahead and keep playing. Let me see. Katerina, how do you sound? Does it sound nice? It should sound really nice.
Thank you.
Okay. Yes. Good. Elise? Oops. Where did she go? Did her Wi-Fi disappear again? Ah. Okay. We went out of tune, right? Johnny. Okay, Anita, let me hear you. Yeah, I think you have to unmute yourself, Anita. Can't.
No, she was.
Oh no, you're unmuted. Sorry, couldn't hear you. Lovely, lovely. And Nancy. Very good. Okay. Great. Okay. So let's now switch between C, A minor, and F. Can we do that? Okay, like this. C, A minor, F. Okay, so C is 0-0-0-3. Okay, A minor is 2-0-0-0, and F is 2010. Okay, so at least let me hear you play the A minor chord, which is 2000.
20. Okay, wait. So that's the second fret.
On the G string, correct?
Um,
The G string is the one closest to your nose, yeah. Good. Yeah, be careful because your palm might be in the way. You see, every
Yeah.
single time you play a new chord, please do this. Yeah. Make sure you can hear, because if you just go like this, you can't tell. You can't tell if you're doing it right. You know, you have to do it this. Okay. So I'm going to give you some chord progressions. For example, to do this. 2, C, do it 4 times C, 4 times A minor, 4 times F. C, 2, 3, 4, change. A minor, 2, 3, 4, F. Ah, see, Johnny, you used the wrong finger, so you couldn't change quickly, right? Make sure you use the middle finger for the second fret, index finger for the first fret. Otherwise, you can't change. See how easily I change? C chord, I change to A minor, I change to F, and I change to C. You see? That's what I want. Not like, oops, I wrong finger, you know. Because the other thing you want to do is eventually your fingers know where to go. You don't have to look at it. Right now, you're constantly looking at it, right? Because eventually you want to just look at the sheet music in front of you and never have to look. And the only way to do that is to have your fingers have muscle memory. They just know what to do. That's why I like doing this, to practice. Okay. All right. Do you have any questions?
I do. I have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
Why is it when you say your second finger and that goes on the G string on the second fret? So you just have to know that whenever you use your second finger, it's always on the G string on the second fret?
It's always on the second fret.
On the second fret, is it always on the G string?
Only if that's the, oops, sorry, I'm gonna mute all. Only if that's the first number I call. If I say 2, blah, 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 then that's right. But if I say 0, say if I say 0, 2, 1, 0.
Then what is it? 0?
The first number I call is the fret that I put on the G string, that I press on the G string. If I call 0 as the first number, that means I don't do anything.
Do anything.
But the second number I call is what I press on the C string. And if I say 2, what do you do? Everyone, show me what you do.
On the G string.
No, if I say 0,
0
I give you 4 numbers, okay? 0
is nothing. You don't touch it.
So yeah, 2.
2 is what?
2 is
It's on the second fret, but what string?
It was the second number that I called. GCEA. Yeah, Nancy, you
I
explain.
don't get it.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, Anita, so this is a thing that I think would have been helpful for me, and I'm going to try it on you, okay? For conceptualizing this, she says 4 numbers in a row. Those 4 numbers refer to, in order, the top string, which is G. So if it's 0, you're not holding anything down. And then the next one is the C string, right? The next string down, right?
Yes.
If she says 2, you're on the C string, and it's the second fret.
That I get, but how do you know it's the C string?
Because it's the order in which she's saying the numbers. So the first number she says, if it's 0 or if it's 2 or if it's whatever, refers to that top string. First number is the top string. The second number is the next string down.
Yes.
And the number that she uses refers to which fret,
Yes.
right? So,
Yes.
so if it's 0,
It's
your
nothing.
G, right? If it's 2 is the first number, you're holding the second fret down.
Yes. On the G string?
Yeah, if it's the first number, if it's the first number of 4. So the order of the numbers, 0202, refers to what you're doing on the top, second, third, fourth string.
String. I got it. All right.
Got it? Yeah, it's hard because it's like 2 different pieces of information.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
It's
Thank
hard
you.
because, thank you very much, Nancy. And thank you for asking, Anita, because today I didn't have time to show you anything on the screen because I wanted you to see me. Yeah. But the handout I give you will be transparent. So I'm going to give you homework to do, you
Okay.
know, and that will help you. And let me just ask each of you, do you have a place to put your ukulele that's visible? So outside of the case, somewhere safe, so you could just reach it? Because the minute you put it in a case or hide it in a closet, that's the extra few seconds you have to think about, oh, I have to go get it, okay? So just, I'm not asking is to take it out for 10 minutes. Just, you know, do these exercises, okay? And next time your ukulele should be more in tune. I mean, you have to tune it every day. All right. So today we learned a whole bunch of chords, different ways to do the right hand, and this nomenclature of 4 numbers, right? So next time what we'll do is come in at any time, make sure you're tuned up, ready to go when we start. So, all right.
Okay. Good. Thank you.
Good. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.